Hello out there, and welcome to English Teacher Plays. We're here with South of the Circle, which is a new game. It's on Steam, and full disclosure, I did receive my copy of the game for free, and we're going to play it.
Hold up.
Right, here we go. Antarctica, 1964. Love it. That's a cool plane. Right. Got some nice music going on. Oh. South of the Circle. Oh, it just got very loud, didn't it? I'm just going to turn it down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oop. I don't hold symbols to express the emotion. I don't know what that means.
Hey. Hey, come on, wake up. Wake up. Thank God you're all right.
I didn't get to pick, so I don't.
It's jammed in here.
Okay.
Here,
I
let me help.
don't understand what I'm picking.
It's broken.
It said hold the symbols.
Bloody rudder pedal.
Okay.
Anything I can do? See if there's a first aid kit around, would you? Should be behind my seat. Give me a moment.
Okay. So I think we're just picking between two choices. There we go. We got the first aid thing. I don't know what this red flashing light is, but that's okay. So we're picking our character's attributes, I suppose. Cool.
Sounds painful. That's better. It's not gonna last forever, though. Where are we? Hopefully not out of range of the radio masts.
So we can let the red ones go past if we want.
Mayday, this is Alpha Romeo Lima. Crashed south of Deception. Coordinates roughly 82 south, 19 west.
Right.
Hello, Faraday. Do you read?
Yeah, what is this? Okay.
Do you think you can move? Well, that's your lot. Puts paid to flying out of here. I'm good for nothing like this.
Right. Let's talk about the weather.
This weather either. Yeah, that too. At least I saved the plane. Hey, see that up there? We were about to fly over one of the British outposts. Deception Point, that should be it there.
Nice.
Maybe they've got a doctor.
So that's the circle, right?
I think I can see it. So can you make it?
Probably. What happens if we don't click it? We haven't done that yet.
It's freezing out there. Well, you'd rather stay in this tin can and we both freeze to death?
So we have to click it.
We could wait. Oh, come on, mate. Your fairy godmother's not going to magically appear. Nobody knows we're here.
Why doesn't nobody...
I've done my best to get us down in one piece. Time to be a man, eh?
Forthright, strong, assertive.
How far away do you think it is? It could be 5, 10 miles. Can you make it?
Yes!
We don't really have a choice, do we? Yeah. Good man. How will I find my way back? There might be something here. Keep a box for emergencies. I think this qualifies. Flares.
Nice.
Keep an eye out. I'll open this window and send one up on the hour to help you get your bearings.
Yeah, that's helpful.
Hey, you here?
Yeah, man. I'm here.
I'm here. I'm here. Just don't lose yourself out there, okay? Just keep straight.
The voice acting's top notch, man. I'm loving it.
I'll be back as soon as I can. You just mind that leg. Yeah, thanks. Hey, you watch out, okay? It's 10 below 0.
Right? That is very cold.
Wish me luck.
And they probably... Oh, what is this? We're opening the door.
Yeah. Best of British luck.
Oof, that is not going to be fun to walk around in. Alright, so how do we walk? We walk by clicking. Okay, I can do that. Onto the ice. Ooh, it's very loud. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep clicking. Right, so we've now flashed back, maybe? Cool. Grab a screenshot of that. So now we're finding out... Oh.
Oh, here, let me help.
Oh, I think I can manage.
No, honestly, it's fine. Oh. Not as easy as it looks.
Dear, let me give you a hand.
Oh, no, I can do it.
Loving all the accents.
It's easier with both of us, don't you think?
All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
So far I haven't had many choices to make.
That's my fault. There's too many books.
Oh, that's what's in here. Oh. Well, there you go.
Teamwork.
Not a problem at all.
Thank you.
Right, I'll leave you to it.
Right, so it's explaining what the
join me?
shapes mean.
Well, I don't think you'd have much luck finding another free carriage.
Haha.
All right, thank you.
Joining her in the train. Love it. Yeah, the voice acting is super good, man. I really love it.
Your work?
My students. They haven't learned the art of editing just yet. Still, someone's got to mark it.
That was me.
You're marking all of that.
I'm trying to. I can't complain. When I was a student, my professor said to me, "You don't expect me to mark all that, do you?" So I won't complain now they're handing me all this.
Feel free to complain to me if it helps.
It might, thank you.
Aw, this is really nice.
Long journey?
Yes, all the way from Edinburgh.
Where are you headed?
Cambridge. And you are too, I can see that.
Is it the shoes?
No. I prefer Priestley's ideas about weather patterns personally.
I beg your pardon?
Your book fell out onto the seat.
Oh,
Would you mind if I take a look?
Oh, yes.
Formulation of complex cloud patterns, G.B. McNeill. I found it rather heavy going myself.
You've read it?
I had to set this one for my undergraduates. Not that any of them probably read the bloody thing. The fact that you've got it on you makes me think you're not a student. You're lecturing too, am I right? Likewise.
Aw.
How long have you been here?
It'll be my second year.
Peter, how do you do?
Clara, how'd you do? Oh, your bookmark.
Don't worry, it's just a telegram.
Oh, your telegram. Sorry.
It's nothing, just something from my professor.
Sorry, I wasn't supposed to see that, was I?
It's
Right.
completely fine, really.
Yeah, the voice acting is like, this is A+ voice
Professors
acting.
do love a telegram, don't they? Yours sounds just like my old one. My office, we need to talk about your work. Like we're still at school. I'm sure you're not really in trouble. It's mad, isn't it? All these old men having a final say over our future. Deciding whether our work's good enough. How it all rests on that one final paper we need just to get anywhere.
I know. I know.
I wish they'd actually come and see me teaching. I don't know why they don't. I'd love to go and see other lecturers if I were them. I should do it more often.
You'd be welcome to come to mine.
Oh, thank you. If there's space, perhaps. How many students make it to them?
We'll go with Notman.
3.
Oh. Well, I'm sure they're a lucky bunch.
Well, maybe you'll see for yourself.
Maybe I will.
Aww.
Oh, there's a red light up ahead. I suppose I can get a little more work done. Let me know when we're coming up to the bright lights of Cambridge, won't you?
Oh, cutting back now. All right. Man, that was great. That little scene, like, I'm sold. I'm here for them. I'm here for the duration. I wanna see this story out. It's really cool. So I mean, the red lights lead you onwards. That's handy. Must be getting. He would be freezing though, right? What is he doing? Why did he stop? Don't stop, my dude. There's a little thing up here. We're nearly there. Yeah, the sound design in this game is just ridiculously good. Wow.
Hello? Hello, is anyone here?
We've made it. Now we gotta go inside, see if we can find some people. Hello? Yeah. It's funny locking the door.
Hello? Is anybody here?
Go turn on the light switch. Oh. Another flashback.
So, do come and see me if you have any questions on the lecture. 1 or 2 would be nice.
Because there's only 3. That's her in the back.
You can leave if you like. It's over. Or do you have a question?
I do, in fact.
Oh!
Yes?
Are we allowed to visit other people's lectures?
Oh, it's you. I didn't see you up there. You decided to come.
I did.
Liked it?
I didn't think you're too bad.
Aw.
Well, I'm glad you thought so. The others don't seem to care so much. Make a run for it as soon as they can.
Well, they're a loss. I wouldn't worry. People all seem a bit jumpy at the moment. I found it fascinating. Finding a way to trace the paths of all the world's clouds across the sky.
It is fascinating, you're right.
It's quite poetic, I thought.
Oh, you were paying attention too. In theory, it's great. It's just need to prove it's possible. It's taking a while.
A wonderful subject for your paper, I would have thought.
Yes, you would have thought.
Well, I've had no luck with mine, if it's any consolation. Just getting anything approved is a nightmare. Still, they can't say no once I found my beautiful subject, like you.
It's
Yeah.
true, I am an excellent subject.
Hang on, Dr. Hamilton hasn't finished in here yet. Sorry about that, a bit too keen sometimes.
Are they all here for your lecture?
Yes? You'd be welcome to stay if you like.
Yeah, I'll stay.
Well, why not? Thank you.
Wonderful. I'll just go see to this mob and give you time to gather your papers.
Aww. It's all so adorable. Really nice. Ugh. I'm absolutely just... I'm smitten. I'm smitten with the game. Alright, so we're inside. What are we doing? Looks like they left in a hurry. So he's gonna go upstairs. Alright. What is that? January 3rd, day 23, normal observe. Okay. Oh, so you can queue up some more interactions. Seismic activity. Okay. So this is a seismic activity station. Is there anything else to interact with? Doesn't look like it. I guess we just go back downstairs. So it's a seismic observation station. Let's go this way, I suppose. Meanwhile, our dude's out there in the plane dying of the cold. Kinda looks like a kid's... Let's read whatever this says. Dear Ernie, it's hard getting... Oh, right. So we could have scrolled that other thing. It's hard getting word out now, locked down by the weather. Jones' condition has taken a turn for the worst. Last supply drop didn't bring enough medicine. He's upstairs in the lab now. Poor chap, still doing his observation work, muttering. They're getting closer over and over. It's unsettling the other men now. We're trapped here and nobody knows what to do. Okay. So we've got a little bit of horror intrigue happening. Okay. Oh, no. So my only complaint so far would be that sodium valproate doesn't say what it's for. Migraines, epilepsy, and bipolar disorder. Okay. Does that take me outside? All right, cool. We're gonna go for an explore around the rest of the camp. Presumably we'll get some more flashbacks and stuff. Alright, let's go inside. Flashback time.
Peter, marvelous to see you. You've come at the right time. Even a 37 for 4. Terrible state of affairs. Anyway, you said you wanted to see me about something. Yes. Something you wanted to let me know.
Okay. So this is the generator. Anything to interact with here? Nope. Just familiarizing ourselves with the base, I suppose. And getting a little bit of a cutscene. I do like how the view changes to sort of indicate where we're going next. So there does seem to be a vehicle, and there are other footprints in the snow. So the fact that there's other footprints in the snow is interesting, I think. Alright, and you got a little mini tank. Like a literal mini tank. Right. So it's locked. Okay. So we need to find the keys to that. Because then we can go rescue the friend. That's the idea. We'll see if we find them.
Hello?
Right? Oh, so this is a cutscene. So we'll get to decide some stuff. So maybe we can contact our buddy on the radio. Hello. Just looking for a channel. I should have been paying attention earlier.
Hello? Hello, can anyone hear me? Come in. Hello? I said you can come in. Door's open.
Peter.
Oh, hello there. Sorry.
Ah, good to see some work being done. Good show. My goodness, it's gloomy in here. No, do sit down. You got my note, I presume?
I did.
Well, I'm sure you've been very busy, which explains why I haven't heard from you. So, seems I have to come and pay you a visit instead. Still plugging away, I see. Mind if I take a look?
Of course. Most of them are just weather readings from my contact in South America.
Not much to read yet. You will tell me when you've got something, won't you? As your professor, I do need to be kept abreast of things.
Of course. I'm sorry, I just need to collate all these readings and then I'll be on the home straight.
I do hope so. Good grief! I'm not surprised you're getting nothing done with all this racket. What is it this time? Oh, more of them today, I see, getting ready for another march, I suppose. And I can't quite believe how many women are out there. The more they let in, the less serious studying seems to get done in this place. Not built for academic work, I fear. I really don't see why they want to join this band of Soviet sympathizers.
Sounds like a peaceful protest. Not doing anyone any harm.
Well, you know what I mean. Anyone who's for nuclear disarmament is anti-British, as far as I can see. Can't stand all this politics in my college. Wanted to talk to you about that, in fact.
To me?
That's right. Sit down.
Oh dear.
What worries me is that all that is distracting people from the very good academic work we do here. This is where I really do need your help, Peter.
What can I do about it?
As you know, I have some friends in high places. I need to persuade these people that this college deserves to survive, deserves the reputation we've built over the years. Now, there's a lot of talk suggesting we're a soft touch, a breeding ground for communists. I need to show we're serious about what we do, and what I need from you is something publishable.
Absolutely. That's what I intend to write.
I don't doubt it. Make sure it is good, something first rate. This is a great institution, Peter. I need to prove its worth, and I need you to prove yours too.
I will. Of course I would.
It's been 3 years now. Sure you understand what I'm saying?
Not quite.
Is this paper really taking up so much of your ample brain power? I mean, your position isn't necessarily permanent. I'm sure you're hoping you don't have to stay in this dark little room forever. And I'm sure you'll rather leave it after a well-deserved promotion. That's all. Oh, one more thing. The atmosphere here, things have been a little fraught. You must have noticed it's not just those protests that I'm concerned about. You know all about the business with the Cambridge Four, I presume.
I don't, actually.
You don't? A Soviet spy ring. Recruited right here in Cambridge. Passing secrets to the Russians for years, and we knew nothing about it. The papers are having a field day with it. They used to hang for things like that.
You think something's going on?
They think the Cambridge Four might now be the Cambridge Five. They still don't know who the fifth member is yet. I need to be absolutely sure we are on our guard. So I'd like you to keep an eye out. You would tell me if you saw anything suspicious, wouldn't you? I can trust you on that?
Absolutely. You can trust me.
Glad to hear it. I'll see myself out. You carry on.
Well, that's dark. The Red Scare, huh? What is that? Yeah. Can I talk to him?
It's Peter here.
Peter, thank God you made it. Are you there? Is there a doctor? Can someone come and pick me up?
Floyd, something's not right. I think something's happened here.
Something's happened. What do you mean?
Well, there's nobody here. The place is abandoned. Hello?
That's impossible. They have to have someone stationed here all year round.
Floyd, it's not just that the place is empty. Everyone's things are here. There are just no people. It's like they've all vanished.
Well, they might be out on some kind of exercise, a research trip, something like that. Taking a vehicle and headed out.
No, they didn't take the vehicle that's here.
That doesn't sound right.
And wherever they went, they went in a hurry. There's footprints everywhere, and they left a mess in their living quarters.
What kind of mess?
Broken glass, an overturned chair, that sort of thing.
Like there'd been a fight?
What, maybe? Or maybe there was an emergency. Someone got sick or something like that.
Oh, listen to me. I don't like the sound of this. I want you to get out of there as quick as you can. You hear me?
Okay, I'll wrap it up and I'll come back.
No, don't come back, Peter. Took you 2 hours to get there. You come back here and then where are we? Back to square one. Peter, listen carefully. I don't know for sure, but it's possible that the base you're in might have been attacked.
Attacked? This is a research station. Who would attack this place?
Soviets.
No. Don't be ridiculous, Floyd. We're not at war.
But the Cold War hasn't been so cold around here recently. People are tetchy. I've heard stories of shots being fired. And you could kill a dozen men down here and no one would know about it.
You're being paranoid, Floyd.
I've met the guys who work at Deception Point, mate. They run a tight ship. It's not like them to leave it completely deserted without telling anyone. And now you're telling me there are signs of a struggle? You can't rule it out.
Well, then I'll come back and we'll make another plan.
No, there's a chance I can raise someone from here, but if you come back and I can't, then we're back at square one. Better to have us both on their case. Look, I'll keep trying on the radio. You've got to move on. Get out of there, quickly.
What about you?
First things first, don't worry about me. You want more help if you keep yourself safe. You're in the radio hut, right? Anything in there which could help tell where we are?
There's a map here.
A map? Great. Oh, what's on it?
I can see where I am. The base at Deception Point.
Okay, great. Anything north of there?
There are more buildings to the north. Do you know what they are?
More buildings? I know the Norwegians are stationed out here too. That'll be the Norwegian base.
I'm guessing they're not a threat like the Soviets.
Don't worry. The Norwegians are allies. They'd help us. Just pray there'll be someone there when you arrive. You mentioned there was a vehicle. Have you got keys?
Got them. Got them.
Well, that's something. Let's hope they fill the tank up. Can you see a route on the map? Any landmarks to follow?
Up ahead, there's some kind of huge rock marked on here. A cathedral rock. Looks like the highest point around. Maybe I'll be able to see the Norwegian base from there.
Sounds like that's your first destination. Peter, can you see anything you can use as a weapon?
I've got my hands. That's all.
Well, don't go searching for one if there's nothing else in there. You don't know when they might come back. Get to the vehicle and head to that rock as quickly and as quietly as you can, alright?
Just make sure you send those flares up so I can find you again. Floyd, are you still there?
Sorry, I had to move my leg. Look, don't hang about, Peter. Get going, for Christ's sake. I'll keep broadcasting on this frequency when I can. Try and pick it up again when you get to the base.
I will, and remember those flares.
Yeah, I heard you. Look, I've got to go. You just get to that cathedral rock. Over and out.
Okay, so I got a achievement for having the map. So it must be because I found it. There must have been somewhere where I could have found a weapon and I didn't find the weapon. So we've missed that step. But that's all right. Let's go get into the tank. We're gonna at least get into the tank before we go look at the description, because I want to see if we actually get to see it driving and stuff, because that's very cool. I love this. This is everything that I want, you know? I mean, like, look, the gameplay's light, but, like, I feel like I'm making decisions. The story's great. The tension is real. The music is perfect. The voice acting is just absolutely fantastic. There's our... Alright. Oh, so we are driving it. Nice. Alright, so that's to drive just straight ahead. There's Cathedral Rock. I get to drive a tank, man. This is so cool. Just grabbing a screeny of me driving... Oh, there's a road.
Thanks for picking me up like that. I'm absolutely soaked. I must have looked a terrible state.
You must be freezing.
I don't know what happened. The bus just didn't turn up. Sorry, I think I'm sitting on something. Oh, sorry, it's your peepers. Oh, I haven't got them all wet.
Don't worry about it.
Sorry. this is your grand tome about the clouds. Would you mind if I take a look?
Of course. I mean, if you can understand them.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, my goodness.
What?
Do you have a right to be here? You know, I have earned my place.
What are you talking about?
Maybe this is a bad idea. I don't want to read them anyway if you don't think I can understand them.
Oh no!
No. I meant they're probably illegible. I meant you might not be able to read them. That's all.
Oh, sorry. Just, I get that kind of thing a lot. I'm a bit sensitive.
Oh, it's okay.
Crosswise.
I thought you morphed into my old professor there.
My office. See me.
Anyway, sorry.
As I said, don't worry. Take a look if you like.
Oh, thank you.
Aww.
I can see you're an excellent note taker. Well, the rest is probably classified, top secret.
And where is yours, may I ask? May I read that?
Stop it.
You haven't started it, I know.
I will. I haven't had 3 years. Sorry, that was a bit low. I'm just a bit tired at the moment. My proposal was rejected again yesterday. It needs more work.
Aw, that
Talk
sucks.
to me, you know. I know what it's like trying to find the right subject.
I'm starting to wonder if I'll ever find it. My friend Molly's nearly finished hers, and here I am, not even at the starting line.
Ha.
Well, if you are anything like as successful as you are with your lectures, you'll be fine.
Thanks, Doctor.
Aw.
I'll just put you safe down here. Cambridge. Even on a day like this, I do love this journey.
To the university, you mean?
Yes.
Well, I'm enjoying it too. Picking you up in this mighty steed.
Yes. Who needs a big bus when you can have a car like this?
Your presence tells me this is obviously better for picking up ladies.
Oh, well, you can just about fit one in if that's what you mean. Anyway, this bus will do just fine. Thanks again for getting me out of the rain like that. It was...
Don't mention it.
No, it was an inconvenience. It won't happen again.
Aw. What is that?
This is the BBC Live program. Here is the news. Talks began today in Washington between Britain, the United States, and Soviet Russia over the renewal of the Antarctic Treaty, which forbids any acts of military aggression in Antarctica. Reports of recent skirmishes on the continent have established the need to reaffirm the worldwide commitment to peace. All eyes will be on Russia, whose reported reluctance to rejoin the talks is a point of concern for the British government. In a statement read outside the White House, Prime Minister Macmillan called on Russia to engage in the talks wholeheartedly to ensure a lasting peace in the nuclear era.
Right. So we're nearly up to Cathedral Rock, but we're burning through our available fuel, aren't we? I'm wondering if we were supposed to, top it up before we went. Who knows? I'm guessing there was something in that little generator room that I didn't pick up. Yeah. Oh well. Oh well, but you know what we are gonna do though is we're gonna go look at the description because we're sitting at about 40 minutes now, and I think it's time to go see what the game has to say for itself. I don't know if it saves, but that's okay. We're gonna try. I'm hoping it saves because I am going to come back to it. But let's go look at the description. All right, South of the Circle is a deep narrative experience of the emerging relationship between Peter and Clara, Cambridge academics involved in a political conflict. The story focuses on promises made in between career and true love, where our choices burdened by our past seem to be illusory. So I'm just going to put it out there. The fifth person is obviously Clara. She's definitely a communist, right? She's got to be. Feeding information to the Russians. I mean, like, that would make the most narrative sense. So let's look at some reviews here. It currently costs $16.49. That is amazing. That's a really good price for what you're getting. Oh, what do you get? You get an ebook, $82.19, South of the Circle soundtrack. The soundtrack is very pretty, so that's cool. You'll feel fear, hope, sadness, consternation, and anger, as well as that warm fuzziness you get from watching two people fall in love. It's these human moments, powered by the superb performances, that make South of the Circle as moving and successful as it is. If you're looking for a stellar story experience, South of the Circle has it in spades. Yeah, the voice acting is superb. The best voice acting that I've heard in a long, long time. This is really, really good. So the South of the Circle Deluxe Edition contains an additional set of digital goods, including the complete game soundtrack, $82.19, ebook written by the game's director, and Circle's EP created in collaboration with the Frostpunk OST composer. Right, so that's why the soundtrack is so morose, is because the Frostpunk person helped write it. Let's see. It's an emotional narrative experience with a deep, multi-layered cinematic story. The main plot asks questions about the consequences of paths taken in life and how they have influenced our career and true love through the lens of the past and the future. You play Peter, a Cambridge academic who crash lands in Cold War Antarctica. As he searches for help, his past unwinds before him, revealing how the pressures of power and his own aspirations have led him into this crisis he must somehow escape. A love story between him and fellow academic Clara develops, and Peter learns the weight of all the things he has promised. Like memories from childhood, some promises stay with us forever. Masterfully executed cinematic feel. Created by BAFTA winner State of Play, the game's beautiful aesthetic and nuanced writing underlines its sweeping cinematic scope, further enhanced by actors drawn from Bohemian Rhapsody, Willem Lee, The Woman in White, Olivia Vinal, sorry I don't know these people, The Crown, Richard Goulding, Game of Thrones, Anton Lesser, Chernobyl, Adrian Rollins, and Downton Abbey, Michael Fox. Right, so they've got a, A+ cast there as well. Compelling and immersive narrative with unique sense of time and place, nuanced emotional choices, fully motion captured performances to achieve emotional realism, rich, authentic setting of the historical Cold War era. It's interesting that this is all motion captured. I mean, it makes sense because they do move exactly how you'd think they would move, but then they've gone with this style that isn't that photorealistic style. So you actually counterintuitively are able to more accurately immerse yourself because you can kind of just, it's you're watching a story or reading a book. Everything feels, you feel the weight of it, and it's the power of their words that carries the emotion, and then the motion capture just sort of helps to sell it. You're not relying on that photorealistic stuff. So I've been playing Far Cry 6 recently, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful game, but they've gone really far out of the way to make the people look real, but they're just in that uncanny valley where they don't quite look real enough, and their mouths don't move in exactly the right way. And so you kind of feel, it's Giancarlo Esposito as the main bad guy, and his vocal performance is amazing, and the mocap's also amazing, but there's just a little bit of syncing that happens, and it's more noticeable in games where they're really trying to be photorealistic. This game isn't trying to do that, so you end up with a much more immersive story. Interesting. Crafted, we already read that. So let's look at some reviews. So the very first one, in the store summary page, it reads, the story focuses on the weight of life choices between career, true love, and desire to keep our promises. But in fact, all the choices you make in the game don't matter. It wouldn't change how it ends or even how the plot plays out. It's simply presenting a story. As explained by some other reviewers here, it's just a matter of how the story is remembered. This may make a good book or a good movie, but not a good interactive video game. At least to most players. If anything, it's making it worse to be interactive, making me feel deceived by the developers. I mean, have you played any Telltale games, man? Because one of my favorite games of, well, whatever it was, 2009 or 2007, I can't remember when Walking Dead came out. The very first Walking Dead game, the Telltale game that sort of put the Telltale games on the map. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. You know, I felt the weight of all those choices and stuff. And then come to find out they aren't actually choices. So regardless of what you pick, the game picks it for you. There are a limited number. The main thing that you get to affect is whether people like you or not, and whether they're going to come to your help, your aid at the end. So, look, I don't mind games that are just telling a story. That's fine. It's fine. I like games where you can make choices as well. My favorite game is Mass Effect by far. But that doesn't mean that I need to be able to change the story to enjoy it. Yeah, so I guess I kind of disagree with the review there, but let's look at some good ones. Visual is wonderful, story is wonderful, top-notch directing. The game is played in one breath, but after passing it leaves a bunch of wonderful emotions. I highly recommend it, especially for such a price. Simply speechless. No words can do justice to how majestic this game is. Finished the game in 4 hours, but that 4 hours felt like 4 minutes. Nice. This is a bit hard to decide on, but I have to recommend this game if you're interested in the type of narrative games and such. Right off the bat, wow, that is hard to read. There's lots of spelling mistakes. We'll skip to someone else. A meticulous, understated, and memorable little experience with excellent voice acting, atmospheric set design, and a solid soundtrack as the glue. This is essentially an interactive movie, a walking sim with very minimal exploration. Yep. This game, wow! At first the pace seemed a little slow, however it was just what the developers intended. The simplistic animation made it that much more enjoyable. Best game I have played in a long time, worth every single penny. Well, that was strange. I'm not 100% sure of what was going on, but as best I can tell, spoilers, we won't do the spoilers. The ending ruined what was otherwise a pretty enjoyable, if a bit quirky experience. Right? So they didn't like the ending, so they don't like the game. Sometimes it is said that some meetings could be emails. This time I feel like saying that some video games could be a movie. The story's interesting, the graphics are meaningful, the iteration not really necessary. I mean, look, I mean, that's like, people are either raving that they loved it or saying that it wasn't much of a game. I think that we have a unique opportunity with video games to tell stories like this in a sort of more, on rails format, in a movie style format with like tight directing, tight pacing, and a linear narrative to evoke the kinds of emotions that movies make people feel. Because look, when you add an open world, it's like, hey, I really need you to go save my sister, but then there's like a collectible that you go into this cave, and you go into the cave and you kill a wolf, and then you get the collectible, and the sister's just still waiting. So there's not really any narrative weight to any of that. There aren't a lot of open world games that manage to nail that pacing dynamic. The advantage of having a linear game is that you can really tightly direct it. Look, I'm not saying that this game is perfect, and a little bit more interaction would be great. I would point at games like Firewatch for having like basically the right amount of sort of interaction with storytelling. Firewatch is a linear walking simulator story, but you do get to do a lot of things and talk to the person on the radio. But I loved it. I loved Firewatch, and it was, Gone Home is another linear narrative, and it's got that pacing, and it's about finding stuff. I think that games have a unique ability to make you feel engaged, because even if the choices that you're making don't matter, they are affecting the story, like what you're saying, the way you're behaving. So you feel more engaged with the story because you're actually making those choices. Even though you don't have a huge impact on the major plot points, you do get to affect how the character behaves during those plot points. And that allows you to be engaged. If I'm watching Chris Hemsworth on screen doing stuff, that's not me doing that. That's him doing that, But if it's, sort of a stylized, version of a person who I can kind of imagine myself being, and then I get to make some choices for them and stuff. It allows me to immerse myself a little bit more. I felt like I was reading a book. That's where I was at. So very, very cool. Let's look at State of Play as the developer. They've got South of the Circle. They've got a game called Loom, which has mixed reviews. Kami, which is overwhelmingly positive. And Lumino City, which looks like a sort of weird side-scrolling thing. Cool. I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say about that. We got. I've been going for 10 minutes, and now this video is nearly an hour long, so I apologize for that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video anyway. It's a very cool game. If you want to check it out, you can click on the link in the description. Leave me a comment down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and otherwise I'll see you guys next time. Class dismissed.